Hello friends, I am CA Chetna Shuhare and I'm here to record the video for how to study and how to prepare for your examinations. You might be in various level of CA examination, you might be in intermediate or CA final, but the concepts which I am here going to share with you will help you in any examination, whether it might be of CA or any other examination. This will definitely help you. Now you would be thinking why you should listen to me. The simple answer to this is i am I was having 7 subject exempt. During my time there were only 7 subjects in intermediate and I have got exemption in all the 7 subjects, but I was drastically failed in final examination, both the subjects, not a single subject getting exemption, and I was failed totally. So there were several reasons why I failed, and I'm recording this video to show like what the mistakes I have made, and you should not repeat those mistakes. That's why I want to share this few tips with you. First thing I will request, if you are seeing this video, I will request that please take a paper and pen and try to write it in short what I'm going to tell you. This will help you to recap what mistakes not to repeat and how you can clear this examination better. So first thing is like, always have why you are preparing for this examination. Like for me, my why was I wanted to be independent. I want not to be setting my doors for each and everyone after 6 months and just looking on the books, me and books are alone. So that was not the world you would like to consider for yourself. So first decide your why. This will always give you the strength to move forward. And whenever you decide your why, just write a single word and paste it in the wall, so you will be seeing that why you have started this preparation and why you want to clear this examination. This will give you the best motivation you can ever have. Somebody will want financial stability, somebody will want uh, just they want to travel like I want to be. So it is the first thing, have your why. Second thing I would like to mention, have faith in your books and teachers. Don't just try on change try on changing your teacher, your book on regular basis. This will hurt you a lot. You will not get a concept because every book is written very well, there is no doubt in it, but the book which you are reading is always the best book, and always have believe in it because you have read that book for more than one time and your eyes are very much close to that, and you can understand the concepts very easily through that book. So always have faith in your book, and if you're feeling that you cannot get through that book, change it immediately, go to another book. But do not do this experiment just before the day of examination. It will hurt you a lot. Do this when you have the time to read that book at least 2 to 3 times or more. Okay, and then I'm moving on to the third point. Try maximum revision. People say that reading the CA course for even a single time is a tough job, but when you read it for a single time, you are just going to read it for another time. That is for sure. If you are appearing for any examination, if you have not done the revision, you are bound to fall because you you will not remember it, and there is a magical concept behind it because you want to cover those all thing in just 24 hour. See, you will have maximum 24 hour before the examination. So if you cannot melt it down to 2 to 3 revision, how you can melt it down to just 24 hour before the examination? So have at least 2 to 3 revision and minimize the time by half. If for first reading you have taken 8 days, then only 4 days, then 2 days, and when you are you will be having just 24 hour and you will be easily finishing it. So have maximum revision, just do not burn yourself for that. So I will be covering it after some time. Having a Now my fourth point is having your day schedule. Like Somebody will prefer to read 2 to 3 subjects in a single day, or somebody will like to just finish up going on finishing up a single subject day on the daily basis. My preference was first like preparing first completing the single subject, then going on to the 2 to 3 then going for the another subject. But I realized with the time, as CA final is a big CA final subjects are big, you will require to melt it down for till the last time. You should be having the grip over the other subjects also, otherwise you are going to forget it. That's why I recommend having at least 2 subjects. You will not get bored, you will have enough time, you will have the stamina to cover the subject. That's why even uh, one of our sir recommends all the 8 subjects reading it daily on the, that will be the easiest job to be done. But it was not my choice and not my taste. But you can do anything, 1 subject or 8 subject, so it's your choice. Decide the preference for yourself and you will be having a good time. Then have a tough day in a week. So I will like to take a concept in suppose in SFM you get stuck to a formula and you are not recollecting anything. So you will be like, what I am doing, I am not getting anything. So just mark that and move to another topic. If you mark it as I am not getting this point and you want to move, just have a tough day in a week where you will be recollecting all the things what was tough for you, you were not able to take it. You will be seeing it through a fresh mind in a new day, and you will accumulate it, and you will have that tough things to be done in a single day. That will help your go through subjects very fast, and it will help you to be on your schedule. And if you get stuck, you will not be on your schedule, so it will help you a lot. Then coming to the sixth point, just revise whatever you have studied before you sleep. You will be saying that I'm just talking about revision, but it will help you to accumulate what you have studied. Was your studies efficient in the day which you have spent? It will help you a lot. So revise before you sleep every time, and you will be having that knowledge that whenever you sleep your mind works faster. So revise before you sleep, because your mind will accumulate those things what you have studied in day, and it will help you a lot. Then moving on to the seventh point, as we have talked about sleep, so I would like to give you a tip over here, that physical fitness is must. Like today currently when I'm recording this video, we are stuck with coronavirus. We all are stuck with coronavirus, we are in lockdown. So having physical fitness is must. Do yoga, do meditation, it will help you, no doubt over it. So try to maximize your health fitness. it See, suppose you get ill, you will not be able to focus, you will not be able to study. So by spending just 15 to 20 minutes in a day and keeping yourself healthy is must. So try to maximum do yoga at least. And if you are willing to do uh, meditation, it is better. So you can do yoga and meditation, or at least yoga. That will be suffice. If you don't believe, you don't have time, but I will recommend at least give 15 minutes for yourself, to your body and your brain. It require it. Then 8 point is being open to leave the things. Here most of the students just won't accept this fact, but even the toppers leave some of the things. I have left many things in DT because you cannot remember each and everything. That's a fact, and you should accept it. So you should be able to leave the things whenever you want. You feel that this concept will just burn your brain cells and it is not going to help you too much, and it is not the compulsory to come in paper. So be open, leave some of the things. Like you can leave 5% of your syllabus. It will maximum cost you 1% of your marks, but don't leave which topics are compulsorily asked in paper. Like you say, I will leave forex basics, it is not going to done. So leave those things which are not important, but they are not sticking to your brain, and you're getting just perplexed in that, so you can leave those things. Then 10 point is using the markers, writing the short keywords. Like I used to carry three markers, one marker which I will remember it anyhow, I will try to remember it. Then I used to have another marker where I will mark it as secondary important, that I should be having a fair idea. I try to use those words in my answer, and that will be better for presentation. And the third marker, it will explain me the all things, what I should for the concept clarity, I will have that third marker. So try to use three markers, or at least use one marker which you have to compulsorily remember the things. And writing the short words is like, uh, all the answers are very big, but there are only some words are very important, or that those statements are written in such a difficult manner that you cannot remember each and everything. So try to remember the things which you have, you will try to explain those things in just few words, and try to mention those words over there. Then my 10th suggestion would be, see the suggested answers. You are talking about suggestions, then you must see the suggested answers of past at least 2 to 3 examinations. If you're giving it for the first time, and if you have failed for any time, then you should look for the suggested for your exam. That is a compulsion. As soon as your result is out, first thing you will do, that to look for the suggested, and what mistakes you have done, you will remember it. So always look for the suggested answers. Don't go without seeing the suggested RTPs to write the examination, it will harm you. Then if failed, yes, if you have failed, you should ask for, you should ask them that you should ask ICI, they should return your paper. Now with RTI it just costs rupee 1 to ask your paper back, to get it reevaluated. It is just retotaling, not reevaluation yet. We are fighting for that. Hope so ICI accept it, but we should look on our paper, and first thing we should try to improve is ourselves. So you will ask for your paper. Remember, if you get failed anyhow, you should not, but if you get, you ask for your paper, evaluate why you failed, what was the missing point, and you will do it. Then my last request, it's not suggestion, it's the last request for lifetime: be positive, be happy. Whatever you are doing it for good, for doing good to you, for others. So just be positive. You will be happy by being positive, and it will be reflected on your face, and every other persons to whom you meet will be positive. So be positive and be happy. Stay safe, stay home.